Can you hear me? Alright, didn't fix that. Yeah, I don't know, I was in a better mood, but then I found out, I think some of my games are missing. I like, I don't know, Overwatch was updating, so I decided to play Spider-Man instead, and then I looked at like my stack of games, and I don't see it. Then I was like, alright, maybe it's like in my room, and then I like, it was like, alright, I'm just gonna play Far Cry 5, and then, like, that's gone, and then I was like, alright, hold up, where's Batman? And I don't have Batman either. This is like, I'm missing like at least those 3 games. I don't know if yeah, my games are sitting like out here, like out in the living room. So yeah, there's definitely no. But yeah, I don't. Maybe it's so like those are like my go-to games if I'm not playing Overwatch. So maybe it's that like when I know I've never played them. I've pretty much only played Overwatch the whole time I've been here. So I think I've only played Overwatch the whole time I've been here. So I think maybe like because those games are like better, like I packed them when I was packing up to move, I put them in like a different spot. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I just misplaced them, but I don't really know because most of my games are here, and it's just like the 3 games I've gotten most recently, and the games that I would play. So I don't know, Mortal Kombat is also pretty new, and that's not gone, and Jump Force is pretty new, and that's not gone, so I don't know. I think hopefully I like put them in a different spot when I was packing up, and they're just like around somewhere. But yeah, alright, so that's not the news. So more news about this whole situation. I now have to get into a better mood now that this crap happened. Alright, so we still got this housing stuff going on, right? Alright, so where did we last leave off? Oh yeah, so we last left off when we asking the guy, the mechanic. Alright, so we called up PGW. Oh, we called 311. They said, if you hire a mechanic to come here, they have to be a licensed mechanic. What you should do is tell your landlord, whatever mechanic they bring in here, make sure they provide their license number to make sure they are a licensed mechanic. So that's exactly what I did. I texted the guy, the mechanic they brought. I texted my landlord, and I sent you the screenshots. He basically got triggered because I asked him for his license number. It makes no sense. So that's where we last left off. And then they basically told me this morning, like, listen, like, the guy isn't gonna come anymore because of what you told him. He doesn't want to work there, so he's not gonna go over there anymore. I'm like, this makes no sense. How do you get mad and then like not accept a job just because someone asked to see if you're certified? It makes no sense. Sorry, so So they hire some other people. They actually hire a real company. What I think is a real company, right? They hire these other people. They provide me the license number. So like, and like the license number matches like the name of their company, right? So like, all right. So when I looked it up, it was like it matched. So I was like, all right, cool. This might actually be legit. So what happens? We get two people. Two people show up. I only get one. So you actually got legitness. Yeah. So but you'd be shocked. All right, so these two people show up, right? So the whole point of them showing up is that like when you turn on the heat, carbon monoxide cuts on. So that's the whole point of them showing up, right? So they come in and they look in the chimney, they look inside the heater, they look inside the chimney, and they're like, okay, wait, so they thought, damn, they put it right there. Oh shit. What was that? You just hear that? I don't know what that was. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably about to die, but luckily I'm on camera, so at least you could like see what's, like witness what's going on. Alright, so yeah, so the whole point of them coming over was so that they can, god damn, so they can see if, so that when they cut on the heat, they can, so that they can fix whatever's wrong with our heater, so it can stop releasing carbon monoxide, right? That's the whole point of them coming here. So they come over here, they look at the heater, they look at the chimney, they're like, alright, what's probably the problem is that your chimney is probably backed up. That's probably the problem. Alright, so what they do is, but they look inside the chimney, right? They take out the chimney and they're like, oh, this chimney isn't backed up at all. Like, it looks perfectly fine. The pitch is good and all this stuff, other stuff is great. But they went out and they bought a new, they completely replaced the chimney anyway, right? And then so they went out, they bought a new chimney, replaced our old one, even though it didn't really need a replacement, I guess. And they said, alright, that should do it. There's probably something wrong with it or whatever, something leaking. They plugged in all the holes or whatever that were in it. They screwed in nails to where like the leak could have been coming out of, and it's like brand new chimney. But like, again, like I said, so the whole point of them coming was to make sure that there's no carbon monoxide leak, right? So did they? But the problem is that they brought no carbon monoxide monitor. So like the people who told us we had carbon monoxide in the first place, they have like a little monitor that beeps, like a meter that tells you that there's carbon monoxide like in the area, right? They brought no such thing. And when I asked them if they had it, they were like, nah, we don't have that shit. So like, so now I'm just sitting here like, okay, so. But they claim because they fixed the chimney, you know, we should all be fine. God damn it. God damn it, right? Bitch ass. So they leave after replacing the entire chimney, right? And then we called PGW, the gas company. We're like, okay, can you please come out here and check our gas to make sure that they actually did a decent job. And they not like screwing us over. And then PGW's putting up a fight. They're like, no, we don't come out to check people's gas. We just come out for like fucking set up gas and if it's an emergency. So I basically lied and said like, alright, it's an emergency, you need to come out here. Alright, whatever. And then he actually got out quick, probably because I said it's an emergency. So God damn, what the hell are these people? Hey, nice. So yeah, so we call the PGW guy comes out, and he's like, all right, what do you want me to do? He's confused because like you're not supposed to be calling him. I don't know who you're supposed to call for carbon monoxide if you have a carbon monoxide leak in your house. So like I call PGW, they're like, no, we don't come out unless we're setting up gas. I call 311, like the city, like the 311, like people representative for Philadelphia, and they're like, no, you gotta call PG. We don't do that either. You gotta call PGW, and then PGW says, no, we don't do that. You gotta call a contractor. But the contractors who set it up, they didn't have the detector, and they said use PGW. So it's like nobody knows what their job. Like everyone is bad at their job at this place, and it's crazy. It's like no one understands what their responsibilities are, and like it just doesn't make any sense. So we basically like kind of finessed this PGW guy to come out here. We said it was the emergency. It wasn't really, and we just got him to like check the thing to make sure it was replaced. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like I was actually kind of upset because 1 second real quick. I was actually kind of upset because I want to get this lady in as much trouble as possible. Like I do not want her being my landlord. I want to move away. Like I don't want to be here anymore. So it seemed like once they fixed the thing, like I wouldn't have anything to complain about anymore. And so it's like damn, I don't have a case to build so I can break the lease. Like it was like, all right, all of our problems are going to be over with now, and now we got to continue with school. But then the PGW guy comes out and says like, oh, y'all still got a gas leak. Like yeah, y'all still got carbon monoxide coming out. And I was shook. I was like, what? Wait, hold up. So these contractors that we just brought over here, they basically did nothing. Like he was like, oh, I was so surprised. He was like, oh, he was like, so you guys still have a bad drive. Like I'm gonna have to cut this off. So right now I still have no heat. The shower is still cold, and I'm still struggling. So and so he even told me, he said, yeah, like make sure that the next contractor you hire, make sure you get that license number. The same advice I got from the last person, but I got that license number and they still didn't do a good job. And so like it made no sense. And like I tried to tell him, I said, look, like they replaced the chimney, they replaced these parts, but they didn't have a carbon monoxide meter, so there's no way for them to have known. It was a great call then to finesse them to come out there. Yeah, definitely. Cause like when they were like fixing it or like replacing the stuff, I low key was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna have them turn it on. I'm sure there's no carbon monoxide still, cause like clearly like she hired some good guys to like come in like fix it up for us. Like I might as well just have them turn it on. But you know what? Just in case, I'm just gonna have them leave it off. Like just in case. Like, and then like I wound up being right. It's crazy. It is crazy. So I still have carbon monoxide. If I turn on my heater, God damn it. So yeah, still got no type of gas. And so yeah, he said yeah, if they were legit people. So this is what he did. This is what the PGW gas guy did. He just took he said, and y'all got a lighter. So I hand him my lighter, right? And he just puts the lighter next to the thing. And like I guess the way it works is if you have carbon monoxide, then like the lighter goes out. and like he was doing different things, like he was putting his hand next to it and feeling it and stuff. He said, look, like, you don't even, like, the contractor said they don't have, like, the electronic, carbon monoxide meter, and I told him that, like, yeah, they said they didn't have it, so they couldn't check. But he was like, listen, if they were legit people, like, they would know, like, all you have to do is use a lighter and put it next to it and see if it goes out. like, he said if they were legit people, they would have just done that, because he did it, and that's how he found out. So, like, I don't know, like, what was up with these people, but yeah, they didn't do like the basic shit they were supposed to have done. So now Dennis was like actually kind of happy about it, because like it's like the landlord got finessed. He was like the landlords got finessed, because they paid to have these people come out and fix the stuff, and they literally didn't. So now I don't even know what's about to go. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the next step is. We called the inspectors. What the inspectors said, they're going to take like 3 business days just to get in contact with me, so to schedule an actual date. So it's probably going to take at least 3 to 4 business days to actually have someone come down and inspect and try to give her some violations. But yeah, it's just like every time we solve a problem, a new one comes up, and I'm starting to think, I was like laughing about it, because it's like, damn, like every time we try to solve a problem, another one comes up. Yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, it could be that, but it's not good for her, because like when this inspector comes and sees that our heat has been turned on, then that's gonna be up to her. Like that's gonna be a violation against her. So it's best that she not do that. And she can do what she wants to. Like, and also our door still hasn't been fixed. So I hope that's a violation. Yeah, it's just, and I was laughing about it. I was dying laughing earlier, because like it's like, damn, like let me just recap everything so I'm just do a quick recap of everything that's happened in this saga so far. Alright, step 1. step alright, so this is what's happened, everything that's happened so far. Dennis comes comes in my room, not comes like knocks on the door. It's like, hey, like, yeah, I mean, what I think is gonna happen is I'm gonna try to get this inspector to come as soon as possible, and hopefully he comes before like she can really do anything else, because I want the inspector to see like how crummy she is, and then like if he can just put some violations up on her and like do whatever, like write up, then maybe that'll like help her. Yeah, yeah. It's like a sitcom, but how ridiculous this is. So I think getting the inspector to come as soon as possible. Oh yeah, the other thing, the dude said that, so like this heater system is basically inside of a closet, and apparently you need like vents, like there needs to be ventilated. If you just like keep the heater on and it's like with the doors closed, like it's gonna damage like the heater and stuff. That's what he told me. And like usually people have like vents on the door itself, but we don't have that. We usually keep that door closed, or at least a lot of the time. So like it could be just the appliances themselves have been damaged from heat buildup and not enough air getting into it, so it's just blowing back carbon monoxide. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic or whatever, but yeah, like the problem still hasn't been solved. So alright, so let me just recap everything that's happened. So Dennis knocks on my door like, hey, you know the heater doesn't, he's like, no, like the stove, like I've tried cooking on the stove, it's not working. You know what's going on with that? And so 2 of our burners on the stove haven't been working for a minute, But it was just 2 burners though. I thought it was like a stove issue, but I didn't feel like calling the landlord about it. So I'm like, I just like low-key ignored it, because I'm like, alright, he's probably talking about the same 2 burners that's been damaged for like the longest time. I'm like, whatever. But so then I go out there and it's like, so usually what I do to like turn those 2 bad burners on, if you just turn it on but then take a lighter and just light it up, it'll just work so you can cook stuff. So I've been doing that. So I'm like, alright, just let me just go out there and just use a lighter and I'm sure it'll cut on. I use a lighter, nothing cuts on. So I was like, dang. Yeah. So I'm like, dang. So wait. So you mean to tell me like, so none of it works? And oh yeah. So no. So it actually started like the day before. I preheat the oven to make tater tots, and it wouldn't preheat. Like it just wouldn't get hot for whatever reason. It just would not get hot. So I like, it was preheating for like the longest time. So I'm like, all right. So I told Dennis, and then like he's like, dang, like whatever, like all right. So then the next day, he tries to use a stove. He's like, all right, I can just put a lighter. All right, the stove won't work. And I was like, all right, so maybe it's like an electrical issue with like all that stuff then. So now I'm thinking like the stove and the oven won't work. But then I remember like a few days back, I tried to wash the dishes and the dishwater wouldn't get hot. So I'm like, wait, hold up. So now we're just sitting in the room trying to figure out like, all right, maybe like the dishwater is like connected to the fucking stove. Like how is this shit connected? Like if we think it's like some type of electrical issue, like something went bad or something. So we called the landlord, and the landlord's like, wait, so like you got the same issue too? Your neighbor had the same issue, like as what you're describing right now. So we go over to the landlord. So we go over to the next door neighbor's house, and he explains like, all right, so what happened was, y'all gas got cut off because somebody else was paying for it this whole time, and then the addresses were actually switched. And what happened was, like, I was paying for your energy, and Lindsay was still paying for my energy. And then when she stopped paying, then it was like hella just ratchet shit. Like, just like so. All right. So then he gets his energy cut back on. Then we have our Pico guy come back and cut our energy on. And then while the gas guy's here, god damn it, while the gas guy is here, god damn it, hey, nice. So while the gas guy's here, he's the first person to inform us that we have a carbon monoxide leak. And I was like, alright, so to fix this, we're just going to call the landlord, say, hey, we have a carbon monoxide leak, you need to do something. The landlord gets mad at the Pico guy, at the worker for saying that, like, he messed something up. Because, like, why did he get cut off in the first place, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, there's just, like, so much that happened. I feel like I'm not even halfway through the story, and I'm already finished, like, done talking about it. But yeah, so she starts yelling at the first guy that comes through, saying like, oh, you broke it or whatever. Oh my gosh. And then what happened next? God damn it. So like Dennis went to so he's been having migraines. Yeah, he's been having migraines. But what happened was, he went to the doctor's office and he said that when we told the doctor that it could be due to carbon monoxide, she said like if it was carbon monoxide, you would have had like you would be feeling it like different or whatever. The doctor basically explained to him that like it likely wasn't carbon monoxide that was causing it. So I don't know, but yeah, maybe when he was having the migraines, we don't know. But so the first guy comes out, tells us yes, carbon monoxide. Landlady yells, and then eventually she flips and says, "All right, we're gonna send a mechanic." I say, "All right, send the mechanic, but give me his license number first." The mechanic gets offended and says, "No." I guess is like gets triggered, and he winds up not coming. And then once he, whatchamacallit, oh yeah, and the day after we find out that we have carbon monoxide, we go to the lawyer the next day, and he gives us some advice. So that's our trip to the lawyer right there. The guy we get back home next day. The guy winds up flaking on us because I asked for his license, and then these people show up instead. They changed the joint. They changed the chimney, even though they said it looked like there was nothing wrong with it, but they have no way of measuring carbon monoxide because they either don't know about the flame test, they don't have any equipment to measure carbon monoxide, they probably just didn't know what they were doing. So now here's where we are, and then we called PGW to follow up, and then they confirmed that we still have this issue. So that's where we're at right now. And now my games are missing. Like before I was like really like this is really funny that like every time you think the issue is gone, another one pops up. Like but then like I got kind of upset because now I don't know where my games are, and I'm low-key thinking that one of these people that's coming in here looking at our house is like taking my shit. So like now I like either that or like I misplaced them, but who knows. Yeah, like I don't trust people either. That's why I stay outside. That's why whenever like someone is coming to fix anything or do anything, I always stay out here with my laptop, and like I'll always keep an eye on them because I don't trust people like that either. But I don't know if Dennis does the same thing. Like I don't know. He usually does. So I don't know. Again, I've never played them the entire time I've been here, so it's possible they could have gone missing like months ago. But I don't know. Stuff is looking real fishy. Everything about this is looking fishy. God damn, what the fuck? It literally just followed me. I do not trust people. I stay out here and I watch them, so I don't know where my stuff is. Help me! Yeah, Natalie, it's been just one thing after another. Then my mother's visiting on Saturday because my brother lost his job, and then she's like going there just to visit, even though I got an exam Monday. So I'm still trying to keep this from her, because like I just can't take like the yelling right now. Like I really just don't need it. Yo, this team is wiping us out. Yeah. I really don't want her coming here. The crazy thing about it is that he went to Baltimore like this past weekend, so there's really no need for him to even come. God damn, yo. Like, we got annihilated. It's a whole bunch of BS, Natalie. She already, you know, I've already set the trip. You can't tell my mother nothing. She's not reasonable like that. Then she gonna want to come over, and when she comes over, like, hey, yeah, let me see, let me bring you some medicine. Then, and she's like, oh, it's a little chilly in here. Why don't you turn the heat on? She definitely can't come over here, because if she comes over here, she's gonna ask me to like cut the heat on, because Every time she comes to one of my places, like look, I'm like so serious. When she came over to say, Nisha's like, it's a little warm. You need to turn the heat up. It's a little cold. You need to, like, she'll literally, like if I walked in somebody's house, I don't know, has the plague and doesn't let people over before an exam, then what am I doing there? But anyway, crazy.
Un monje desterrado que busca conocimientos prohibidos.
It's been crazy.
Solo 4 defenderían al castillo contra el Dr. Junkenstein y sus sirvientes.
And Dennis told like the school counselor and his doctor and stuff, and like everyone is like feeling for us, like, but it's just like, damn. This is just crazy, you know. Yep. We're both avoiding our parents' wraths. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I know if my mother find out, she's gonna get in touch with his parents, and this is gonna be crazy. This is just a crazy time, Natalie. This is a crazy time for me.
Pocas veces he visto a un guerrero tan alegre como tú.
Cuando has visto tanto como yo, o te ríes de todo o te vuelves loco.
Una presencia oscura se formó en el entorno. La muerte viene por sus almas.
El enemigo está dentro de mi rango de visión.
La muerte ya no poseía rasgos.
Esta especie de entrada perfecta.
Mataron al arquero. Su cuerpo cayó al suelo. La maldición de la muerte. La peor clase que existe. Un ser malvado.
Yep, it's all horrible.
Un neumático electrificante viene directo a nosotros.
And this biochemistry exam is looking like it's no joke, Natalie. There's just so much information, so many diseases, so many pathways and stuff. so much information.
Que lleva a un hombre hacia tal locura. Ser puesto a prueba. El suelo temblaba de vida que aparecía la creación del doctor Frankenstein. El dragón te consuma. Es un rastro de emociones humanas en el semblante. Isotártico activado. Ese es el cuerpo del enemigo será un boy inmóvil sobre el piso.
Shit. I'm about to die.
Había combatido la última batalla mortal para el vikingo y había sido enviado al Valhalla a esperar el Ragnarok. Sin embargo, sus compañeros terrenales no tuvieron tanta
the plan
suerte.
is to go.
Tendría su venganza.
The plan is to go out with her. She's supposed to be taking my brother out, and then I'm gonna go out with her. And I told her I have an exam coming up, and she's like, "Oh, just spend just 2 hours out." I'm like, "All right." Just spend 2 hours out of the house, and that's it. Like, no more. I really just don't have time for it anyway. It's just been a long series of BS. Gosh, like, isn't this wild, Natalie? Like, have you ever thought of like, it's hard to even imagine like what kind of problem this even is. Like, I've never even heard of anyone else having. I don't know. I've heard of landlord issues, but goddamn, like while in med school, while I don't know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Nuestra historia comienza en Adlersburg, donde el señor del castillo hizo un llamado a los héroes para ir en su ayuda y defenderlo del lunático doctor Frankenstein. Una luz mágica fantasmal atrapada entre mundos. Esa sería la noche de su venganza.
¡Subiendo la temperatura! En lugar de cazar dragones, tengo que luchar contra estas monstruosidades mecánicas de un científico loco.
Yeah, it was good to begin with. Not so much anymore. This is stressful. I mean, I'm blessed to be here, right? In the big picture, I'm blessed to be here. At least I made it, you know.
Cuando has visto tanto como yo, o te ríes de todo o te vuelves loco.
You overwritten that streak of fortune and having everything just somehow work out. I guess you could call it a streak of fortune. Maybe. I don't want this to be like Sierra. I quit. I'm not trying to quit, save this shit. I don't want that to be the solution. Yeah. I started that from my master's program, and I need to take out loans to live off of. They only give you enough money to like cover tuition and like a little bit to live off of, but it's really not enough. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh, crap. Ooh. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm sure there is. Things aren't so bad. God damn. You almost lost. What the fuck? Yeah, you know, things, yeah, you gotta look at the big picture, you know. I'm still in this position. I'm still here, I'm still in med school. And there's a pot of gold at the end of this. How this will all be resolved, we don't know. Because honestly, like, even if everything gets fixed, I don't want to keep, it just hurts me that I keep, that money is leaving my account and going into hers. Like, it is, like, that's not how it should be, you know? That's what's really ticking me off. Like, I don't, at this point, I don't want her to do, like, a good job, because, like, the more I can hold against her to leave, like, the better. Oh, shit. shit! Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Y había sido enviado al Valhalla a esperar el Ragnarok. Sin embargo, sus compañeros terrenales no tuvieron tanta suerte y Junkenstein tendría su venganza.
That's just terrible, Natalie. It's life. Why ain't you winning? Because they cheating, that's why. Because I'm stressed. My stress is contributing to my lack of skill right now. I'm about to get off. I gotta keep studying. Alright. Well, good night if I don't hear from you again.